Have you ever wondered how your body stays safe from harmful germs while letting all the good food and water inside? Meet the plasma membrane, the super smart, stretchy skin that wraps around every single cell in your body. It's not just a wall, it's a living gatekeeper that makes all life possible. Let's break it down step by step. What is plasma membrane? A living, flexible, semi-permeable membrane that surrounds the cytoplasm of the cell. In plant cells and fungi, the cell wall lies outside this membrane. But in animal cells, the plasma membrane is the outermost boundary. The Fluid Mosaic Model. In 1972, two scientists named Singer and Nicholson proposed the most accepted model of the plasma membrane, the Fluid Mosaic Model. Don't let the big words scare you. Let's break it down. Fluid. The membrane is not a solid wall. It's like a moving liquid or oil. Proteins and fats can float around laterally, side to side, within it. Mosaic. Mosaic means a pattern made of many different pieces. Here, the pieces are a mix of lipids, fats, proteins, and carbohydrates. Imagine the plasma membrane as an ocean made of liquid fat, phospholipids, and the proteins are like icebergs floating around in that ocean. Some proteins stay stuck halfway, while others float right through from the inside to the outside. The cell membrane is composed of lipids, proteins, and carbohydrates. Let's look at them one by one. Lipids, the phospholipid bilayer. The main lipid is phospholipid. A phospholipid has two parts. Head, hydrophilic / water-loving, faces outward toward the watery fluid inside and outside the cell. Tail, hydrophobic / water-fearing, points inward, hiding away from water. Because there is water both inside and outside the cell, phospholipids automatically arrange themselves into two layers, a bilayer, with the tails pointing toward each other like a sandwich. Let's look at structure of plasma membrane. Membrane proteins are classified into two types based on how easy they are to extract. Integral proteins, partially or totally buried in the lipid layer. Think of them as permanent doors built into a wall. Peripheral proteins lie on the surface of the membrane. Think of them as security guards standing loosely next to the door. Function: they act as transport channels, receptors for signals, and enzymes. Carbohydrates and cholesterol. Carbohydrates, attached to proteins, glycoproteins, or lipids, glycolipids. They act like name tags or ID cards so cells can recognize each other, e.g., your immune system recognizing friendly cells versus foreign invaders. Cholesterol, tucked between the fat molecules, cholesterol acts like a stabilizer, keeping the membrane fluid when it gets too cold and holding it together when it gets too hot. Why is the fluid nature important? The fluid nature of the membrane is not just for show, it is vital for life processes. Cell growth, formation of intercellular junctions, connections between cells. Secretion and endocytosis, how cells swallow food or spit out waste. Cell division, transport across the membrane. The membrane is selectively permeable. It allows some molecules to pass through more easily than others. There are two main types of transport.
Passive transport, downhill, no energy needed. Molecules move naturally from a region of high concentration to low concentration, down the concentration gradient. It costs the cells zero energy, ATP.
Simple diffusion. Neutral molecules like oxygen and carbon dioxide slip right through the lipid layer. Osmosis, the specific movement of water across the membrane from high water concentration to low water concentration. Facilitated diffusion, water-soluble or large molecules like glucose cannot cross the fat layer easily. They need help from special carrier proteins to cross the membrane without using energy. Active transport, uphill / energy required. Molecules move from a region of low concentration to high concentration against the concentration gradient. Because this goes against nature, like pushing a boulder uphill, it requires energy in the form of ADP. The sodium-potassium pump, which constantly pumps sodium out of the cell and potassium into the cell using ADP. Thank you for watching. For such more informative videos, like, share, and subscribe.